You know, I've been hanging around the young people too much now. Hey.
Yeah, that's all I need to hear to know. Yeah.
I like it.
I'm feeling it too, and I normally hate everything young.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they call this? This was at our goddaughter's step show at her high school. They were playing this song called Back It Up and Dump It. Yep.
Okay.
Back it up and dump it. And as soon as it came on, every child went up. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, you know what? I almost got put out the gym the other day because Tyler Creator, damn sticky. I ain't never had nothing for that song before, but it came on when I was in the middle of, you know, a set, and something about that beat, it just
got you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Things got sticky.
Songs.
You don't like the songs like that?
I don't know none of Tyler's songs. I'm sorry.
You ain't never heard Sticky?
If I do, if I have, I don't know that's what it is.
Well, I'm here to tell you. They went ape over this song. And even the parents.
They know it too. They hear it all the time.
They hear it all the time, but the parents was going in. I'm saying, if you don't tighten your wig up before it come off.
Wow.
They were like, bag it up and dump it. Hey, bag it up. I said, Grandma, if you don't put your wig back over forward, we gonna have some problems. So let's go.
Live and sometimes recorded. It's the Genius Media Group in Chicago and streaming all over planet Earth wherever you listen to podcasts. It's Unmuted, the podcast with Delvin, Miss Lisa J, and the Big Sir Steven.
And bag it up and dump it. Hey, bag it up and dump it. Oh,
back for the 2025.
We've been gone so long. I mean, years have changed since the last time we was on. What's going on, everybody? I'm Delvin. This is Unmuted, the podcast, and of course, this is too loud. Okay, so I'm Delvin, but I know. All right, over there is Miss Lisa J. She's right there. And my friend, my brother from another mother, from another birthday, he was born a day before me, 10 years later. That's my man right there, Sir Steven.
Yes,
he is in the building. So we've been gone for a while. Haven't been on since the election.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Is it still Happy New Year? Can we still do that?
Yeah.
New Year, everyone.
You know, it's like
January is for about 12 months, but I mean, we can still go on and say
we're 6 months in at this point.
I'm thinking that, you know, it's February and all, but you know, we could at least say Happy New Year because we haven't said it yet.
Yep.
So Happy New Year to everybody. Happy 2025 to everybody. And when you get a chance, check out some of our former shows. This is season number 3.
Yes.
Woo! We needed a round of applause. The
Yeah,
crowd goes wild.
We're gonna need something because we made it to another year.
And we moving on.
We moving up in the world here, you know.
Listen, my daddy said January, February, we gonna march.
So
that's what your dad said.
That's what he said.
That's what he said, huh?
He was right.
Yeah, he
never give me no more of that. I don't know why about that.
It was in the camera.
Okay,
when they put the camera on me, that's what you see. I'm like, let me get this.
Let me tell you something. You got to look and then start having you singing Jodeci. You leave that damn liquor alone.
And you sung like 2 verses. And you ain't even realize you sing.
That shit just came from my. It just pulled 1998 up out the ass. Just
wow. Yeah. Well, everybody, this is Unmuted the podcast. We're here for another season, and it's so good to be here with everybody.
It is.
Yeah.
We don't get around as much.
I missed you guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, woo. Give me a hug, everybody. Everybody give me a hug. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the things that we have missed first before we go into the current stuff that's going on now, but they really all intertwined together.
Mhm.
So first off, just Cynthia Thomas, what's going on, family?
Yay!
Hey,
Yay.
Jesse.
What's going on? I need you over here at the house one day. We're gonna need you to get over here,
You ain't got to cook nothing, but if you do,
just in case. If
You ain't gotta cook nothing here, but bring something. with you.
oh,
Like
that's
a cake,
even better. That's even better.
something like that. We love it.
Just Cynthia's like, say less, I'll be there. Oh, look at me speaking for her and everything. But yeah, hey, what's going on, girl? You need to come over here when you can. We're going to talk about the election. Our person lost. Who we wanted to win lost.
Right.
And it was no fault of ours. Black folk voted.
Yeah.
85% Black folk voted. It's all the rest of y'all that said we're gonna vote for Donald Trump.
After lying to our faces saying I stand with her.
Yeah, all of that. I stand with her stuff. We found out who you were standing with.
Yeah, you got in that booth and lost your damn man.
But
How you
now.
feel now?
Look at him now.
Right.
How you feel now? Y'all crying and snotting all on the internet.
Crying and snot.
Help me, please.
The sister said, I got you, all right. She gonna come over here with some food.
Mhm.
All right. I told you.
Bless her heart.
I got you. So what we're gonna do is say Mexicans for Trump, Hispanics for Trump, Latinos for Trump, every Mexico for Trump, Guatemala for Trump, El Salvador for Trump, Honduras for Trump,
Them other countries.
all the other countries that y'all trying to get away from.
You're going back.
Yeah, guess what? They gonna
Back to Honduras.
going back to Hondo.
That works.
So we're gonna go to he's gonna put a stamp on your forehead and ship you right on back to the country from whence you came.
Yeah. And who would have thought this is where we would be in 2025?
Shame, man.
Yeah, it is. I came across a post the other day. I'm just going to read this really quick. It says, terrible things are happening outside. Poor, helpless people are being dragged out of their homes. Families are torn apart. Men, women, and children are separated. Children come home from school to find that their parents have disappeared. And that was an excerpt from the Diary of Anne Frank from January 13th, 1943.
Wow.
And yet here we are.
Wow. Who would have known?
Who would have known?
That all this time, all it would have taken was somebody to, what year was that?
1943.
43.
Who would have known that 80 years later, that they would put this out, that that this will still be relevant
Exactly.
today. That's the scary part, that it is still relevant today.
Exactly. Especially when you got a man doing the Hitler thing. Salute.
Would that be him or would that be Elon?
Elon.
Oh,
that'd be more Elon.
They're literally calling him the co-president.
Same person.
What are they calling him?
They're calling him the co-president. The co-president. They made up a new term for him.
Well, he pretty much bought his way into it, right? So he's going to be the co-president of the United States.
Just name him the first man.
Without even being voted in.
That's even better.
The first man?
First man.
The first man. It works for me.
It fits.
But he's President Junior? So we know that Donald did not want to be there. He didn't want to be president at all.
He wanted to be out of prison. He wanted to never go to prison. And that's how that conversation went. And nobody can tell me different.
Well,
hey, Elon, I know you're one of the smartest guys and you are good at electronics and computers. Let me win this election and you can have whatever you want. You can rule the world.
Well, I guess to say that he's going to, and first off, he's doing this whole Hitler thing at the speeches now,
right,
that he's slapping his chest and throwing out a Hitler, a Heil Hitler sign. He's doing that. He's interfering in government in so many unprecedented ways how he can be the one to what's the place called, the Department of Government Efficiency.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So how a cabinet that has not been elected by voted on by Congress that is now going to be responsible for cutting so many jobs and quote unquote waste that there is so many problems with this that Congress is just letting it happen because they have a Republican Congress now.
Yeah, they have a Speaker of the House.
Well,
However, our girl is not allowing it to happen.
She ain't playing one.
Jasmine has been coming hard.
Well, how does Jasmine? She could say everything she wants to say now, but what point? What good is it? I mean,
it's getting some traction. I mean, a lot of them are standing up because this is first of all, it's illegal. You can't have your homeboy that saved you create a whole department for him to run the government, giving him all types of access to confidential information, taxpayer information, our social security card, our social security numbers, our incomes, our financial, everything. You just gonna turn this over to this man from South Africa who I've heard allegedly is on the spectrum?
He's on the spectrum.
Is it allegedly? I mean, it is what it is.
But how?
His own daddy said it, didn't he?
I mean, yeah, he did say that. He also said that he was very rich growing up. He never struggled. He never had any type of none of the picture that he's trying to portray.
Yeah, same as his husband.
Same as his husband?
Yeah.
Whose husband?
Oh, Donald.
You know what? So they're the same person.
Well, Donald, just like when Kamala was the vice president and Doug Emhoff was the second gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
So now that Donald Trump is the president, now Elon Musk is
Elon Trump.
Right, might as well be. But Elon Musk is the what'd you call him? The first man.
First man.
Yeah. So it makes sense. But
Melania is the first woman, so he's the first.
Wait a minute. Where's Melania?
I saw her.
Did she get deported? She didn't get deported.
She didn't get deported. Elon didn't get deported. Like, they got favorites.
Yeah, because we South Africa, some part of
he's South African. He's not a citizen.
But neither is Melania.
Exactly.
But wait, no. Melania is the citizen now, but their son Barron is not.
Yeah, so that means he would have to GTFO.
He got to go.
He got
the birthright law is they're doing away with it. So
I still giving that money out.
You want snitch?
Hold on.
Let's call him on three-way.
Hold on.
What's that number? 1-800
Ice cold.
Right. Let me find out that there's only an 800 number I gotta call in order to dime some people out.
Man, don't y'all. I'm telling y'all now. I'm giving y'all heads up. I don't care what race. You could not even be Latino. You can be black. I'm still calling. Come get them. They from Zimbabwe and they need to go back.
Notice that they're not even talking about anybody from the northern border or from the western border.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the western border. There's no border there, but from the west coming in.
Right.
They're not talking about any of that. China, they're not talking about any of that. Well, it's just the southern border.
The southern border they're concerned about, definitely. However, the tariffs probably shut up some of that complaint or talk about the Chinese immigrants or any other nationality immigrants, because now he's getting money that way through the tariffs.
Real quick, I wanted to say this while it's on my mind. One of the people I follow on Twitter, she was actually, I forget where she went, but on the way back, let me tell you what type of influence this dude has on people, and how they're not scared to say whatever. A pilot, while they were flying over the Gulf, he said, tells them to look to whatever side, you'll see that we're crossing over the Gulf of America.
I've been like, where are we? We're lost.
They're already saying that now.
Already, the pilot says this.
I didn't send it to you all. I sent it to my wife. JB Pritzker did a video where he said that he is now changing the he's changing the Mississippi River to the Illinois River. And that he's changing he's changing Lake Michigan to Lake Illinois.
Since we just renaming shit.
Since
why
he's
not?
since we're in that type of he's letting all of he's letting Google Maps know. He's letting everybody know that
this is the environment.
This is what we're doing now.
This is the climate that we live in.
And as far as succession, he is succeeding Green Bay, Wisconsin. He's going to take over Green Bay. Since we're taking over the Greenland and everything, we're taking over Green Bay.
That damn James Brown Pritzker.
This is what he's. It's got to be James Brown. I never asked him what the JB stands for. Might as well be James Brown. Hell, Gotta be. But this is where we are, and as a society, he has to come out and say, "You see how ridiculous that sounds?"
Right.
Exactly.
This is who we have in office that's doing these things now.
Mm-hmm.
So since he's doing it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to write a proclamation right now. Thank you and go Bears.
It's literally a free for all.
Might as well. This show cannot get any ittier.
Listen, we got 4 years. We might as well go and have some fun out of it. We got to sit through this shit.
I don't know if I can really sit through this. And you know what? There's a part of me that really wants to turn the news off.
Yeah.
There's really a part, and I'm the newsiest person in America. And I want to turn the news off.
I get it.
I don't want to listen to all this now. I do it now because I have to.
Yeah.
But there are days where it's the same song, same verse, being sung at you for another day. And I'm really, really tired of it. But I can't turn it off because I just want to see how far this shipwreck is going to hit land.
Well, we got until 2029. If we last that long. That sounds insane to say because it's 25 now and 29. That's insane.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Ghana is looking for people to, not people, but us. They welcome us back. I'm just saying.
Ghana?
Yeah.
They do. Let me tell you, I have been researching. I have gone down the rabbit hole. I've joined groups on Facebook.
You're really trying to do this, huh?
Black in Thailand.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They welcome blacks like that?
Blacks in Thailand. Go to hashtag Blacks in Thailand on Facebook. Thailand. It's all type of people over there. People every day that are considering relocating over there. I follow YouTubers who have made that journey, are living over there on a what is it? Not social media, but like
influencer.
No, not an influencer. It's something like you work from home. You work for yourself, but a digital nomad. That's what it is. So digital nomad visa. All you need is 15,000 in your account. You can go over there. You stay for 5 years.
You lost me at 15,000 in the account.
That's not hard. That's not hard. And there's ways around that as well. But you're gonna have rent $500 a month, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, markets, street food, everything. These people are eating full meals for like dinners for like $5.
Get out of here. Well, it is Thailand now, so yeah.
I'm telling you, 100 baht over there is like what? $2?
Really?
Something like that.
So,
I could be wrong, but let me tell you, they making it very, very, very appealing to me. And I just came across a page the other night of 2 young Black men from Chicago in their 20s that made that trek. And they are so encouraging. And they're telling you, like,
in Thailand?
Yes. And he's like, if you come across this video, young, and was like ministering to me. Like, he's like, if you came across this video for a reason. And if you made it this far through this video, you need to make this move. I'm talking to you. He was like, you never know why God got you this. I was like, okay, young man, and you know God. Okay. This is my sign.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Thailand. You're gonna make the trip.
I would make the trip. I'm definitely going to visit.
But to live there,
Mm-hmm.
just based on what you know right now, would you live there?
I don't know enough right now.
Okay.
I would definitely not want to disrespect them and not know the language. So I would have to learn that. I want to be able to communicate.
Exactly.
Be able to communicate, because that's what I heard.
A lot of them speak English anyway, though, over there.
It's so many of us over there. They have meetups monthly.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm telling you, they got videos of everything online of them hanging out, kicking it, cigars, drinking, like hanging out. Like it's a whole like black family.
I want to go just because it got a city or whatever called Fuck It.
It's Phuket.
Is
oh
it?
my God.
It is called Phuket.
No.
So I was wrong as well.
Yes, it's Phuket.
It's Phuket.
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 Phuket. Oh.
Like Pookie.
Like Pookie.
Well,
not
goddamn it.
no.
You
no.
sure?
Yes.
Because I've been calling it Fuck It.
Don't.
Okay.
It's Phuket.
You know the PH make the F and that is.
No,
Okay.
Steven.
That's the one thing you remember.
I mean, if you're going to remember something, that's what you need to remember.
That was you said I'm in. Well,
Get there, like, hey, how you get the Fuck It?
stamp my
Left at, no.
stamp my
Okay.
passport right now for no.
My apologies.
Phuket.
Bangkok, Pattaya. That's wrong too. I'm saying that wrong. But
What?
listen, there are a bunch of different like suburban areas in Thailand, well, smaller cities, I should say, that you can move to and live exquisitely.
Really?
Yes. Our dollar is worth so much more than theirs. And if you working from home, one of the young men were saying he finally got a remote job because that's what he was looking for, because it was always his plan to get that visa that he could travel to other countries.
Okay.
He got a job at Walmart making $13.50 an hour as in like customer service, and he moved.
Get out of here.
I'm telling you, it's so encouraging. I'll send y'all the link, and we can post it like on the page if anybody else is interested in checking them out. 2 young black men from Chicago that are over there and doing the thing.
Wow. So Stephen, no, not
All right. If you say so. All right.
Phuket, Stephen.
I'm just going by how it
Phuket.
look. I mean, you want to spell it like that.
I'm just telling you now, Stephen, that you are wrong.
All right.
Wrong.
All right.
Don't do that no more. We're gonna have an international incident.
Right now we can't go.
Now we can't.
Country.
Now we
like,
can't
what
go
you say
nowhere.
The name is.
Bug it.
He didn't call it something. No. I'm telling you now.
That's what I'm saying no more.
Okay. Now, Donald Trump, unfortunately, he's got the next 4 years and probably the next 4 years after that with what's his name? The guy that's not even there as much. What's his name? Vance.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Him.
Have you guys checked your social media? They said that they're making
Yeah.
people
You have
become followers
Yeah.
of theirs.
it is. If you don't, I don't even think you can remove them.
I don't know. I know I've been looking ever since I heard that, and neither one of them has showed up in my who I'm following list. But they're trying to push them on you.
Yeah.
On X, on Instagram.
I know on X, definitely on X. I don't
Yeah.
know if the other ones, but I've seen it on X.
Yeah.
The problem is if you're following the office. So if you was following Joe Biden as POTUS, if you was following
Okay, I can see
Kamala
that.
Harris
Oh,
But
as
no.
automatically.
VP,
I see what you're saying.
all of theirs become what's it called?
I don't think that happened with this last election.
Yeah, it did.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
even like on Instagram, some people were posting screenshots and it said JDVP.
Yes.
So it was specific to him.
Yes.
It wasn't just
But
VP.
it's
Yeah, because they
but
have
it's-
separate.
at VP is the official White House or the
Right.
official vice president. Instagram, X, those are the handles for the vice president. POTUS is the official handle for Instagram and X and probably Facebook as well. But if you were following Biden or Harris,
then it's
when their
automatic.
term was over, Vance and Trump took it over and didn't tell nobody. That's why I was telling everybody you gotta literally unfriend the office.
Yeah.
in order to not be there.
See, the reason I thought that I was just on X the other day and I was looking and one of them was disabled. The people that I follow, I want to say it was, I'm gonna look. Go ahead. I'll look.
Yeah. So those are the things that you have to do. You have to unfriend it. Otherwise you'll follow it. And I did it 8 years ago when Trump won.
Right.
Then I had to unfriend everything and unfollow everything. And so that's what I did here. Matter of fact, I'm going to cancel my my ex altogether.
You can't.
What do you mean you can't?
You cannot. You can disable it for a little while, but you cannot delete it. I tried.
Really?
Yeah. There is no option that it gives you to delete your profile. You can disable your profile for a limited amount of time, but no, he's not letting people go.
Challenge accepted. Watch your brother try. Something's got to happen because no, I don't want that craziness in my thread.
See, okay, this is why his was different. President Obama's on X Twitter at the time was POTUS44 at POTUS44. That's why it still says President Obama.
It is now. His own personal,
right? His own
personal one is POTUS44 on X. On Instagram is Barack Obama or the Obama Foundation, or whatever it's called.
Well, he still ain't posted since 2017. So,
but yeah, you have to use something other than POTUS, something other than VP. You can add to it, and that's what they're doing now. At least that's what Obama is doing.
Okay.
But the official one is POTUS and at VP. But you got to cancel the office. You got to get rid of both of them in order to not get followed like that, because it just moves over. All of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden stuff is still there, but it's just been archived. They can no longer add to it, but you can see it. And there's going to be a way they're going to move that out of the way. Just like, Trump is so petty that he won't put his picture up in the office.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, and that was a whole nother thing as far as when Jimmy Carter died and they were all at the funeral.
Okay, Devin, I'm sorry. I'm fact checking. And POTUS44 was what he was under when he was president. Barack Obama is what he's under currently. And he just posted 23 hours ago.
On X?
Oh, so you weren't following the...
I was only following POTUS.
Okay.
And they changed it to POTUS44.
Because I guess he couldn't have POTUS anymore.
Right, I get that. But even then when they stopped it in 2017 when... what's that dude named Trump had? He probably made a stink about it and was like, you know what? Forget this guy. Let's get him out of there.
So the bottom line is we need to make sure that we have to make sure that we follow the right people in the right way. And as long as we do that, then we're good. But I don't think that I want to follow anybody on social media anymore, especially coming along the lines of what I'm hearing and reading now. Jasmine Crockett, she's making a lot of noise. Hakeem Jeffries, he's making a lot of noise. But outside of them, who's making noise to the point that we can stir up something? But
who's making noise? The Latinas that's asking for help.
Now
they're making a lot of noise.
Yeah, I would make noise too.
I want them to leave us out of it.
Man,
they are making a lot of noise, and I really don't want them to bother me at all.
Right.
I'm on vacation.
You had the chance to do anything and everything to keep this man from office. Now that he's in there, we were talking about the last time we were here. We were talking about what Project 2025 was going to do.
Right.
It was not an if.
Exactly.
It was going to happen.
It was
Already have been
never a
warned.
if, but they always said it didn't exist. That's a myth. That doesn't exist.
Okay.
But here we are. Now they're saying it boldly and
Look
with their
at you.
chest. Under the new Project 2025. Oh, okay. So it did exist, is what you're saying.
And this is why, you know what? I'm going to pull Michelle Obama. This is why I hate America. This is why I hate America, because you get somebody who's telling you right in front of your face what they're going to do, and you still vote for him based on the fact that he got you a stimulus check,
Right.
based on the fact that he's doing
That he didn't.
Not right. He didn't do that at all. Matter of fact, he just egotistically put his signature on
Exactly.
a check that really had nothing to do with him. But you want to follow this guy and you want to make sure that he's in office. Well, guess what now? He's there. And his first rule, his first order, let's secure the border. Let's snatch everybody up. We're going to mount up ICE on every corner of the nation, and we're going to start taking all these illegals out of America, and we're going to get them on the first plane smoking. And now you're saying, oh, we didn't know that it was
Right.
this bad. We didn't know.
He told us he wasn't going to do that.
Please help us.
He's a liar.
Please help us. Please help me.
Remember what happened last time, though. Remember, never forget. But everybody has
Come on.
forgotten.
Exactly.
Last time he was with office and he started doing away with those divisions and stuff that he felt like he didn't need, which was the pandemic division, got rid of them in the first 100 days. And what happened?
Corona.
Yeah.
Coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we're dealing with. This is who you wanted. So guess what, America? Happy birthday. You got your gift.
Man.
You got what you always wanted.
Congratulations.
Okay, Pastor.
It could have been me. Right. No, I didn't want it to be me at all.
Exactly.
But you got exactly what you. Now let the games begin.
Mm-hmm.
We got
Now,
4 years of this mess.
let me ask you this. Because I didn't, and this is just me, but I truly believe it could have been any other male that ran against Trump and they would have won.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason we're in this position,
The black woman.
it could have been the white one. I just don't think they want to.
They don't want a woman.
They're afraid of a woman, period,
Yeah.
being in that office.
And I get it.
I don't.
I do. We are forced to be reckoned with every 28 days. So who
Okay.
knows what the hell we would do when that notion hits us, them cramps start, we like, fuck it. You
Blow
know?
all this shit up.
Who's to say what we would do?
Go to
But
the
I'm
cabinet.
not saying that I would not have supported Kamala. Of course I supported her and any other woman and for that message. But like, yeah, they're not ready. A lot of men are still in the chauvinistic state. They will
A lot
never
of women.
Yeah, a lot of women too. Exactly. And those women are mostly the ones who are, on the internet crying the most right now because their loved ones are gone or being sent back home or threatened to send back home. You're scared to leave your home. You're scared to go to work. And like,
Do you see this mess now? I mean, people are literally staying home instead of going to work or going to school or going anywhere. They are literally packed up in their house, afraid to open the door or to go outside for any reason at all.
because that dude is scary. What's his name? The Tom, is that his name? That's over like the ice.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's got like the Bad Boys theme music. It's like when I see him, I just hear Bad Boys, Bad Boys. What's she gonna do?
Yeah. Well, he's that guy. He's definitely that guy.
Yeah.
But he's saying, go ahead. You can hide if you want to.
Mhm.
We'll come to wherever you are. And they're doing that. You go to work, we come and do your job.
Yeah.
You're going home, we're going to go home. We're going to your home. If you go to your mama's house, guess what? We know where she lives. We're going to knock on that door.
Yeah,
too.
we've done our research, allegedly.
Apparently, they know everything about everyone and where to go find you whenever they want to. So you cannot hide from anybody. So the problem with one of the schools here in Chicago, when they thought that ICE was coming there and it was just Secret Service that was knocking on the door, but they were scared that they were going to pick up kids. And I know that our mayor Brandon Johnson here in Chicago has set out a plan to keep this a sanctuary city but you can't have people hiding in their homes,
Right.
not having a place to go. That can't keep going.
And I'm not sure I'm in support of living in the sanctuary city anymore. Like, I felt like, oh, okay, that's great. Like, you know, the compassion, the love for humanity, blah, blah, blah. You
I'm
want
so
to see
glad you said that, Lisa.
I don't like it.
I thought
We're in a whole deficit, like billions of dollars, for trying to take care of a community that does not belong here. Now, I'm not saying they don't belong here. That's the wrong. They don't live here. Their roots and stuff are not here. But yet our resources have been caring for them and their families for what, going on years, 2 years now?
Mm-hmm.
But how do you? And I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying that's my point. Like, I'm not sure I'm in support of something like that. I would rather live somewhere that I know that I'm going to be taken care of. My family's going to be taken care of. Should I need to go and apply for food stamps or, like, you know, Medicaid or something, the option will still be there. Now people are going in and getting denied because all the money's gone. All the resources are gone. They've given these people $13,000, $8,000 on a link card for like months. Like, when they first got here and the more and more that came, they were dishing that stuff out to them, giving them money, apartments and all of that stuff. You got private landlords opening up their homes because they're getting so much money from the government here. And I'm not sure. And the crime rate, they're over there taking over buildings and fighting with the neighbors, the residents that live in these communities, been living in these communities. But because a 20-year resident that's on the block that sees you outside drinking, smoking with your family members or whoever else came over here that you know as well, and then, you know, it's becoming ghetto. It's like a gang. It's getting real ghetto. And so now they're causing all this insight, this action on your block that used to be quiet. And what are you supposed to do? Just sit by and watch? Oh, because they're protected. This is a sanctuary city. This is what we have to do. No, like, make an island and just if they want to leave where they're from, just make one big island and put them all there.
You know how much you sound like white people in the 40s and 50s.
Right? This is where I'm at.
But I'm just saying that, I mean, because I started down that path too, but then I started listening to myself. I said, this is exactly what black people went through when people say, y'all didn't belong here, but we didn't ask to.
We were here first. So anybody saying we didn't belong here came after us.
No, I'm talking about the white people.
White people saying that. Okay.
Exactly. It's just, you know, it's a thin line, and we just got to be careful because that was us. That was our ancestors, where people were like, we don't want them here. We don't, you know.
Yeah, but let me say this. We as a people were forced to come here. Mm-hmm. And we as a people had to, like it or not, this is where you are now. And you're going to build our country, and you're going to, you know, do everything that we need you to do. And as far as I know, not a person who's come here as a migrant has been forced to cross the line to come over here. Right. But now that they are here, I kind of agree with Lisa in a sense, because you look at the things that the Chicago has said they are becoming as far as sanctuary city, and the amount of resources that has been used just for the sanctuary city clause in our city contract, that housing and employment and assistance with food and all of these things here that are going on, yet and still you can drive down any park and you'll see tents popped up there because people don't have places to live. At what point do we take care of Americans? I'm not saying not to take care, because America was built on bring me your huddled, you're tired, you're poor, your huddled masses yearning to be free. America was built on that. And I'm not trying to take that away, but the Americans that are here, what do you do with them? How do you accommodate them? How do you help them? Because if you don't help them, then you will have a country that will no longer say, you know what, America is not first.
It's not.
America is only first when it comes to taking care of the white male. But what about every other person that's here in this country? What do you do then? All of the this whole thing happened because they were all going to Texas, and the governor of Texas started busing them up here to the north. And brought them all up here. So now
Ted Cruz was not with the bullshit.
The country now can't be mad at Chicago.
Right.
Be mad at Texas for sending them all up north to a society that is going to protect them.
If Chicago had this already in place to be set up to receive these people and to do all the things that they've done for us, you can be mad because get on the expressway, get off at Canalport.
No,
you make that turn,
not going to happen.
It's still full of black homeless people and white homeless people living down there in those tents. Where's the $3 billion set aside for them? And why do you have homeless people that have been homeless for years?
Yeah.
Don't have ID, don't have they don't have their documentation, so they can't go get a job, can't get an apartment, can't, better themselves. So they're comfortable in that state. Most of the time, mental health is an issue. Families might be out there looking for them and don't know where to find them. Thanks to people like, Inglewood Barbie that goes out there and feed them every day. Shout out to her. Yeah. And does what she does. But it's not enough people like that. So they're suffering. Meanwhile, you running from your country because, they're going through whatever they're going through. And you come here. Here you go. Here's a link card with $10,000 on it. Here, you want an apartment? You want to go? Let's go. Put you on the east side.
I wish somebody would give me a link card with $10,000 on it. You won't see me no more.
You see
ever
what I'm saying?
In life, ever.
You see what I'm saying? You getting the big apartments that used to be the desired spaces over east on Yates. Them big apartments over there with the 3 and 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Yeah, it might be 20 of y'all living in there, but y'all in there.
Yeah, South Shore is full right now.
It is so full.
South Shore is full.
Woodlawn is too, and the way they're building up and developing over in Woodlawn, I would be pissed. I was looking at units over there, literally considered $2,900 for a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom unit, right?
Right.
Next building down the street, it's full of migrants. It's hanging out, standing outside, smoking, drinking, doing what? Who's gonna pay almost $3,000 to live 2 houses away from that?
Wow.
Not me.
Not me.
Not me. But you got them housed over in abandoned schools and anywhere you can stick them. But homeless people that have been here homeless for years are still sitting out there, laying out there every night.
So what do you do? What do you do when you have so many migrants in so many places that you don't have room for citizens, American citizens, Chicagoans? Let's just keep it local. What do you do with as many migrants that you have no room to accommodate Chicagoans? And Chicagoans can't receive any of the benefits that you've been handing out for the last year and a half. To just to live, just to get by,
right?
If you lose your job, guess what? The mortgage is still due, the rent is still due, or else you're going to be out on the street, and they're not going to care for you. Then they're going to make sure that they get you up out of that house, get you up out of that apartment, because they got somebody else that can come in here and move in. I'm at the point now that I just can't anymore. I feel, and I'm not trying to be that person from the 50s was saying whites only and doing all of that. I don't want to be that person.
Right.
But it's all coming full circle. It's all coming back again. And I don't want that for my life, but that's where we are. So what do? We got a government now that don't give a damn. We got, we got a mayor that's trying to fight for it, but he's not fighting for us.
And he's so inefficient. He's just Brandon. That's all he's just Brandon.
He's just Brandon. So we're at a point where we just, we're damned if we do and damned if we don't. And we're living in that time now that, even migrants are going to get a taste of this after a while, because this ain't gonna last forever.
No, it's not.
But now you're gonna have overcrowding and nowhere to put them and nothing to accommodate them with. And we're really gonna hit it financially at that point.
Yep.
So,
and then the criminals that are here, the ones that were they really releasing migrants from prison and sending them over here?
You would think after a while, based on the crime that has been happening lately, that and the people who are getting arrested, and again, this is alleged, because I don't know for sure, but they sure are pointing a finger and saying that it is them.
Right.
That if you're if you're arrested for some heinous crime, now it's migrants that are doing it, or someone who's undocumented that is doing these crimes, and they're making sure that people know that now.
But it's mighty peculiar that they're being picked up by ICE within days after Trump is elected. All that shit is a plan. If you ask me, you take them out, you bring them here, let them cause ruckus, and then once he gets in, send his boys to pick them up. Because all of them in Colorado and here, all those leaders, ICE got them like that.
Yeah.
Really?
They was able to find them immediately.
All of a sudden, you're able to put an end to it?
But guess what? They're not looking for them here in Chicago, because they're not all of Colorado, because what is it? Denver, Aurora, they're not, they're sanctuary cities as well, right?
I believe so.
So it's not all of Colorado, but they just seem to be taking them to Denver and Aurora. And then wherever they go from there, they're on their own. But I just think that sanctuary cities just has to take a pause and reevaluate this. And there's nothing wrong with taking a pause to reevaluate that. If it's not doing your city well,
right,
then why keep doing it? Why stay there?
Yeah.
You gotta, it takes a tough person to make that call, but I think that that's a call that needs to be made.
What is it the flight attendants say when they're doing their spiel before the plane takes off? Secure your own mask first,
right?
Before you try to help
someone.
Try and help somebody else.
Yeah.
But how long we been before all this shit happened? One shit secured.
What not secured?
So I mean,
and that's a metaphor for make sure you're good, make sure you're straight, make sure everybody that has what they need before you try and help somebody else.
Right. Right. But are we doing that?
No,
we weren't doing it before the migrants got here. So I mean,
because if we were doing that, Canal 4 would be clean.
Absolutely.
Hell, if we were doing that now, 43rd would be clean. If we were doing that now, what's the place over here, right off of the 290? Well, hell, the whole 290, all that'd be cleared up.
Man, it wouldn't be no need for no Inglewood Bar. How long she been fighting? Out there, living on the streets with,
friends, trying to raise, money to bring awareness, to build her, get her shelter and everything that she wants to do. It's been years.
So we don't need to be beating the bush when it comes to this. I just think that we are doing something wrong here.
I do too. And that would be, if I was her, and I've been advocating and fighting for this stuff for this amount of time, and this situation happened, and they started letting them in, that would be like a slap in the face to me. It would be a black eye. If I've been in talks with Brandon Johnson and previously Lori Lightfoot and making plans and trying to get everything up and running for Chicago's homeless people, then you bring in a bunch of migrants, and then the migrants got the nerves to be down there begging on Canal Port with their kids. Like, you don't see these other homeless people. Like, go to an area. Plus, you got a link card with $10,000.
Let me just say right now how much it burns me to see someone at a red light. First off, it burns me to see somebody at a red light asking for some change. Full grown, fully functioning person shaking a cup but won't pick up a broom. That burns me to no extent. But what really gets me now is the fact that you got a stroller out there with you at a red light, or you holding a baby out there, or
one or two kids,
right,
like multiple kids
out there at the red light. That makes no sense to me.
Because you're playing in our faces, because we know how much money y'all got.
Yeah,
we know you laying your head inside an apartment every night.
Every night. And I don't like that part at all.
Yeah.
You know, and if I'm learning Spanish, Latasha and I are both learning Spanish, and I want to roll down my window one time and just say "disculpe," you know.
What is that?
Excuse me.
Oh.
Excuse me, disculpe. But I'm trying to figure out what the rest of these words are going to be like. You know, donde está money dinero? I'm going to be something, anything. Latasha is a lot further along than me. She could actually put sentences together.
Okay.
But me, I'm still working on words and phrases. And so I want to ask them, why are you doing this when you have this? You got to, it amazes me. It's like when I go to Walgreens and somebody is at the Walgreens and they're sitting there and they got, they're in a wheelchair or got one leg or something. And I'm sitting there like, man, look, if you got more money than me,
right?
You got more fun. You got people. You got every amount of money
and resources
known to man to help you that I don't have, but then you want my dollar.
Yeah.
And again, here I am, being the old curmudgeon that I am, holding on to my dollar. And I got to tell them, hey, man, do you mind if I keep my dollar that it worked for me today? That's what I got to ask them. I ask them that every time. Do you mind?
At least you're asking them.
If I can hold on to the dollar that I got today. And it does, but I'm saying all of this is because they got resources. They got everything available to them.
And it's like, even when they threaten to run out, they ironically find some more from somewhere else.
It's like going to the war that's going on with Ukraine.
Yeah.
He's asking for $8 billion every time. I'm like, $8 billion.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga.
And then you pulling from so many other funds here, like the teachers, you like, come on.
I can't do it. And America just, here's another billion. Here's another 5 billion. Oh, wait a minute. Israel's in trouble. Here's another 10 billion. Okay, wait a minute. Now Russia, here's another 5 billion or whatever. All of this money is just going. But yet and still, hey, you know what? We just need $100,000 to build this center that we can be able to have people come in and get food or medical treatment. Oh, we don't have any money. We don't have any.
We don't got it.
We don't have any resources for that at all. We ain't got it at all. So it's
we can put something on it.
Right. I don't want that at all. My whole life is just chock full of anger at this point, and I don't want to be this angry.
Right.
I want to live my life. Hell.
But it does desensitize you watching it every day, and just experiencing it. Seeing it happen, it desensitizes you, and it makes you like, what have we done? It makes you question. I get, the humanity factor. Yes, you want to see everybody taken care of and safe and healthy and eating every night and all that type of stuff. We get that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't do that, but don't put it before. That's like taking out of your house to take to somebody else's house. And I just don't feel like that's fair.
Nothing is fair anymore, but yet and still it's happening. We either have to buckle up and just watch it happen or do something about it. And one of the things that I'm so glad that we as a people are doing about not going to Target anymore or as much. Let me say that first.
Yeah.
Because as soon as Target said we're gonna scale back on our DEI and we're not going to use as many black vendors or sell black products, black people said, hold my beer. Let me just go ahead and just come on out of this store.
And let's break that down for people that might be confused about when businesses are saying that they're rolling back or they're pulling back from DEI.
when we say rolling back, DEI means, of course, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Mhm.
What was made available to Black people to become vendors that was not available to anybody else, not just Black people, but just anybody, minorities in general, that they will go in, and under this umbrella, they were able to fund, and Target would get money back, and all of these stores will get some assistance, but they were there to assist the vendor, and that was the diversity, equity, and inclusion that they were under. When the government took over, this government took over, and they started scaling things back and didn't want so much diversity or any equity or any inclusion. Companies started to do the same thing, and it wasn't just Target, it was a lot of other places as well, but Black people can identify with Target, and I guess that was all they needed to hear, and they made their presence known, or they made their absence known now. So Target is feeling the effect of Black people not being in their stores now, and I'm just like, who is filming this? And people are going into Target not to buy anything, but to check to see who's in there, is in there buying,
and still buying. And that hurts me too, because our good sis, Tabitha Brown, a lot of her products are in Target, a lot of her products are in Walmart. The two big box stores who are rolling back or pulling back from diversity, equity, and inclusion. And she did a live, and she basically was saying, I get it, I understand. I literally understand how y'all feel. She's like, but the worst thing you could possibly do right now is boycott, because the Black people, the minorities that are that do have their products sold in these stores, that's going to cut down on our sales, and that's going to make them legitified. What did I just make that up?
Legitified. That is a word now.
It is a word.
I want to say it is.
Legitify why we're pulling you off the shelves, because your sales are down, you're not producing, you're not doing this, you're not making this money that we thought you would make, so we're pulling your product. So that's giving them a reason to pull their product even quicker by boycotting. So it's like a catch-20. I'm like, wow, and I really love a lot of Tabitha stuff. The bright, colorful, cheery, that's just her. It's her whole, that's her, who she is. And it's like, I have some of her products. I was definitely looking forward to getting more, especially like the mugs and cutesy stuff that she has coming out. But like, I'm torn. I'm like, where else can you get it? Go to Amazon. Well, Amazon said the same shit. So now what we gonna do? Who are we supposed to be able to get products from that support our belief system?
Now, is it true? I could be wrong with you. Let me know if I am. Target shareholders, they I don't know if it sued or something Target because they didn't make them aware of the loss they were going to take from prior to them rolling back the.
Is that legal for them to do?
That's what I had. You heard anything about that? I heard something brief, but I didn't get the full story.
Yep, I got the story right here.
Okay.
Shareholders have filed a lawsuit against Target, alleging that the retail giant intentionally misled investors about the risks in its diversity, equity, and inclusion policies posed to its stock prices. In a class action lawsuit filed in Florida, the city of Rivera Beach Police Pension Fund claims Target's stock was artificially inflated because the retail chain failed to relay the scope of consumer backlash to its initiatives promoting diversity and LGBTQ pride. So in other words, they did not let the stockholders know how much of a hit
they were going
to take from this. And so once they found out, now, let's just say right here, following the spread of misinformation about the promotion by right-wing influencers, the company removed some of the items from its stores. the post-Pride boycott impacted Target stock prices immediately, and they continued to be shaky through all of 2024. So this was okay. I'm still reading. I'm trying to get to the meat here. Earlier this month, Target announced that it would be concluding its 3-year diversity, equity, and inclusion goals. The decision faced widespread backlash from progressives and was described as cowardly and bowing to the Trump administration by civil rights attorneys. In other words, you all tried to pull one and you got caught, and now as a shareholder, I'm stuck holding the bag.
Exactly.
When you weren't honest enough with me to tell me what the real ramifications of this would be, and they decided to keep tight-lipped and not tell anybody. So yeah, this is a real thing, and that's, I guess this is in all of Florida. Hell, this is another Target story in Florida.
Wow.
That's doing the same thing. Defrauding shareholders about DEI. This is in, where is this at? Oh, this is the same city. Same city in Florida. So what I'm saying is,
then it's Florida too. So there's that.
Well, then there's the whole Ron DeSantis state that is it's just going to be a matter of time before he's out.
I hope so, man. I mean,
but will he end up under Trump's administration?
Exactly.
There was a chance.
I don't think so.
There was a chance that he would have been in when they started, before he started all of this stuff here. But now that he's in there and they got everything going, I doubt that he will be. Yeah. That's just like the other guys who are the black guys who wanted to be a part of his administration.
Yeah. Mushmouth and no, that's Dumb Donald. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dumb Donald. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the other guy name is. But all of them were looking for places and can't find them. So I guess DeSantis is the same problem. He can't get in there either. So hell, I'm looking at Target as being black people are uniting around not going to Target. Part of me can't say I'm mad about that. Part of me can't, because how else are we going to exercise our black financial power by saying that we're just not going to take it anymore? We just supposed to just say, okay, well, hell, don't put Tabitha Brown in your store.
Right.
Aren't there other places that Tabitha Brown could go?
Or just from her own. Doesn't she have a site that you could just? She doesn't.
Well, that's part of it too. You should have a website.
It's not about the site. She's not making her products in her kitchen. So she's got manufacturers that have contracts with these big box stores.
Okay.
That she just can't like say, hey, I'll sell my own products. No, you got so many people to go through before it even touches you, before your name is even printed on the package, is what I'm saying. And that was a thing. I don't know if you guys remember, like last summer or something, Darius Williams, our friend, the chef.
That's your friend, nigga.
You know,
fuck that nigga.
Oh
wow.
This kind of made me say F him too, but I still like him. He's from Chicago. Anyway, when the whole topic of our conversation came out, and he was just saying, what's happening now? Exactly what's happening now. He was like, it's always better to sell for yourself. He was like, Tabitha could have did this, that, and the third, and she could have got her a warehouse and did this, and everybody was like hating on him because it's like, why are you talking about Tabitha? Everybody loves Tabitha. And he's like, I'm not talking about her. I'm saying her decisions that she made as far as her business might not have been the best choice. It was the best choice for her at the time, because if you don't have that knowledge and you get a contract with Target, Walmart, and Amazon and all that stuff to sell your stuff, of course, that's still a bag, right? Yeah. The bag could be a lot bigger if you were, doing it for yourself. She don't have those means. But now look, same thing happened. So they's talking to DEI stuff for the stores that are selling her products. And now she's in jeopardy. You boycott, you lose. you pull the stuff off the shelf, you
You
lose.
lose.
It's like, so had she had her own manufacturing spot or manufacturer, rather, warehouse type situation, then she wouldn't be facing this stuff right now. So is there places where she could sell her stuff? Maybe what she has like in her storage or whatever. Etsy? I don't know. Hell, eBay? What? I don't get it, because Amazon still has a contract doing the DEI stuff too. And that's going to hurt a lot of independent sellers that you put your stuff on Amazon. You're going to be thinking like, why is my stuff not showing up in the algorithm? Why is my stuff not being pushed to the forefront? You got to have my name and my exact address to get to see my products that I'm selling. That's not going to be fair. And I predict a suit by the end of these 4 years. I predict a suit, and we're going to see what happens.
What's going to happen once Trump leaves office?
We got to recover. Hell, we don't need a president. We need like a minister to come and just take over for about 2 years.
We just need somebody to
cleanse and purify us from all the toxic BS that we've dealt with in the past 4 years.
There's not enough sage in this world.
Man, we ain't been
time.
here like this though. Like, he's on one. He is definitely on one.
There's not enough sage. There's not enough at all to purify that White House. There's nothing we can do.
Not even Lake Minnetonka can do this.
Right. We're just going to burn the whole thing down.
That's what he's gonna do before it's over with.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem. Yeah. Well, here's a good thing about it. He's a lame duck president now.
The lame duck president?
Yeah. He's a lame duck. He can't get another term. So he has
let him tell it. He's trying. That's what he's trying for.
I thought it couldn't be consecutive. He
could.
No.
Really?
He can't.
I didn't know. So I thought
8 years period, right?
Okay. All right.
8 years is it.
Praise God.
But he's trying to change that too. I'm sure that executive order is
he's
on
not,
his desk somewhere.
He's not some goofball.
Because he doesn't want it, actually. He just wanted to free himself from this prison
That's
time.
what I feel. I don't really,
He didn't want to go to prison. I'm telling y'all. That's why he's Elon. Hey, I know you're a computer whiz. You're a genius. Rig this shit so that I win. I will not go to prison, and you can run this shit. I don't care about it. I'm going to be over at Mar-a-Lago. Me, Barron, and Melania. Not even Melania. Probably some other trick. But
really, where is Melania?
She was just there doing a little
Melania's
dance.
never there, man.
I thought she was coming back. I thought she was going to be there and do the whole thing all over again and do another Be Best campaign and all of that stuff. Now she's not going to do nothing.
Melania, just give her time. Give her.
Melania said, I'm straight. Don't even.
She got her stipend from showing
Forget
up
about it.
to campaign with him.
Or is
So
she just
she's
laying?
like,
Is she laying low because the ICE is after her too? So
ICE might be after that ass. We don't know.
And the baby.
The baby.
He all 8
Barron
foot.
looked great though. And he was the only one in the family that actually acknowledged and spoke to President Biden.
Listen, let me just say this for the record. When he stood up, Barron did. And when he stood up and he waved, he gave off this Simon Bar Sinister vibe. For me, he just did it for me. I mean, I immediately because he stood up, he kind of hunched over. He was like grew a little bit. He was just hunched over.
It was awkward.
And he was just doing all of this here, and I was like,
because the last time we saw him, he was short and fat.
Yes, he was. No, yes, he was the short,
He was a
short, stubby
what was
guy.
he, like 10, 12 years old?
Well, I don't know how old he is now, but the man is like 8 feet tall. He could do something for the Knicks if he really wanted to.
Not the Knicks.
Well, he ain't going to the Wizards because all the Wizards is bad. But anyway, but he can do something as far as the basketball court is concerned. But he just gave me that creepy vibe, the way he like German ruler dictator type of thing going on with.
He got it honest.
I just didn't like it.
He probably been hanging out a lot with Elon.
So oh God. So you see us over here, you all. We're talking about all of the things that we didn't have a chance to talk about because we've been gone for so long. But let me just throw something out there right now that's going on that will give us plenty to talk about. The Grammys was last week.
It was.
Mhm.
The Grammys was last week, and Beyonce finally won her album of the year.
Finally.
And you know, she would not have gotten it in any other category other than country.
Yeah.
So she got that. Kendrick Lamar got his.
Mhm. Has anybody heard from Drake?
He just had the concert. It was sold out too. So I think that was in like Australia or something.
Yeah, I'm about to say because it ain't in America. He was no part of America right now.
He's the little ticked off, maybe.
But my question is, Drake. Kendrick is doing the Super Bowl on Sunday, and there's already a lawsuit in place right now that Drake has put out.
He doesn't want him to perform it.
Does not want him to perform. They're not like us.
Well, he can hang that up.
It's going to happen.
If Kendrick don't sing it, the stadium gonna sing it. So I mean,
exactly. All they gotta do is drop the beat.
You gotta. I mean, did you listen to when he went up to accept the award?
Everybody in the audience.
Everybody in the audience.
A minor.
Everybody in. Come on, man.
So
hang it up.
So the question is, will he perform for the Super Bowl? I think that he will not do it. And Ace is all over the place here. Ace got Steven right.
He's trying to go to sleep.
Yeah, because Mama left. So
I feel like we need to put a wager on this.
Come on,
and then come back and discuss
whether or not he play it.
Yes.
Oh, he gonna play it.
Okay, so here's my thing.
What?
If he plays, they're not like us. Just play it. Don't sing it. Don't rap it. Just plays the music. Let everybody else do what they're going to do. And they just drop the beat. Will that be enough? Because he can't
to satisfy the crowd.
Well, he can't rap it. He can't perform it. But if he plays the music and the crowd performs it, what's the worst that could happen? Ace has got you just. How are you holding on to the dogs? Both of them, like
right.
And yes, they are tired because Mommy is gone.
Oh.
And I won't pick them up. I can't pick them up. And let me just show you why I can't pick them up. I never showed this angle from this camera here that is now over me with all of this stuff that I have to put my hands on to make this show work.
You're doing a lot.
So I can't pick the dogs up, and they know it. So they try it every single time. They try every single time to get over here, and it just won't happen. See, here she. So no, she gonna go over
Lisa.
It's Ace's little underbite for me. It looked like he's smiling.
Right.
It's cracking me up every time.
So with the Super Bowl, Kendrick is going to sing it. He's going to play it. He's going to perform it. What's he going to do? What's going to happen?
I feel like he's going to perform it too. I feel like he would not miss this opportunity to do that. And he's probably been something he's been wanting to do forever. Who doesn't want to perform at Super Bowl as an artist? So you're going to let a little lawsuit, a cease and desist for a song that you wrote and created or what have you? Like, no. If you put yourself, you were big and bad enough to get yourself into this situation, then hey.
I guess
he has to do it. That's like if Prince when he did Super Bowl, if he had not done Purple Rain, come on now.
We're at that point. It's that big of a song.
Yes.
Now I have no problem with him. I only know 2 songs from Kendrick. Only 2.
What's the 2?
They're Not Like Us and All Right.
Okay.
Those are the only 2 that I know. He could have 100 songs. I'm just going to be like, okay, I only know 2. 1, 2, 2. That's it. That's all I know. So if he does not do those 2, I'm good with that. But if he does 12 songs and I don't know the other 10, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, this was nice, and I don't know anything, but that's just where I am.
It's the opportunity for him. It's from is he from Louisiana?
No, he's from LA.
Okay. That's the LA that I was seeing.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Right. But it was the thing to decide between him and Lil Wayne, right? I feel like they made the best choice. And I feel like whatever songs he made would have been a better choice than to go with Weezy, because he's in another state of mind right now.
You think?
Do I think?
You know, for sure. I think that SZA will do better than Kendrick.
Really?
To me,
Can I be honest?
I know a lot more SZA songs than I do Kendrick songs, but SZA should have. SZA, I think she's arrived that she can do something like the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl?
I think so. Her music is out there for me to know that.
No, bro.
I think so.
So it was around what? 2019, we had this influx of female singers. SZA being one of them. Who's another one?
Chick.
That girl that sings.
Oh, her, SZA, her.
SZA, her. Okay, well, her. I know her. I will always know her.
Her by herself could do a Super Bowl.
But yeah,
absolutely.
SZA, her, that girl, that say I get it from my mama. What's her name?
Oh,
she was on there on the Grammys as well. She did a introduction for somebody or presented an award. On my mama, on my hood.
Yeah.
Okay, her. There's another one. I'm forgetting one of the ones that went through a big scandal. She got pregnant and everything. She was pregnant by her producer. Something on the track. London on the track. Who was that girl?
He do a lot of people.
He do a lot of beats for everybody.
Well, anyway, like 4 of them came out. The only one out of this group of women that are singers that are young in their 20s, only one I can always point out is her. I don't know a SZA from I know Coco Jones only because I watch Bel Air.
Yeah.
I don't know these girls.
So
the one who is the most round the way every day.
I know you. I just can't.
What's the girl's name? It just was Ari Lennox. Yeah. She's a great performer, but I still would not know her like walking down the street.
Mm-hmm.
They're just so. I'm not gonna call them basic, but they're just so Cookie cutter. Yeah. Okay, let's go with that.
Okay.
I don't want to make anybody mad. Yeah. But I don't know them. It's nothing about them that stands out. They all got that sound. And it's like, what is that? The only one that really stands out to me is her. And it's because she's so talented. She plays her music. She knows all these instruments. And it's like, she's just a bad girl.
Yeah.
You know? But the rest of them, they not even writing.
No, somebody's writing for them, and I would hope that. And here's one lesson that I would tell you: everybody's writing, everybody's pen. You don't need everyone's pen on your brand,
right?
You don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Case in point, during the Grammys, doing the pop record of the year, pop artist of the year, or whatever it was. What's her name? Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter won for Best New Pop Artist, right? Mm-hmm. Small, little, diminutive, little teenage girl, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody said, yeah, when I go to the daddy-daughter dance, they play Sabrina Carpenter and the kids go crazy. And I said, do you know the words? Do you know her lyrics to any of her songs? And he said, no. I said, okay, so just pull up Bed Kim. Ooh. Bed, B-E-D, Kim, C-H-E-M.
C-H-E-M.
The lyrics from for Sabrina Carpenter. Pull those up real quick.
I don't know the difference between Sabrina Carpenter and Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
You're going to know today because the Teenage Witch ain't never had none of these words come about her mouth before. Yep.
Shout out to Kenneth Shine who just popped in my live. What up, bro? We miss you.
Bro, wow. Come on, man. Come on home, man. One time. For real. Come home one time when you do. When you do, you got to come by here.
Absolutely.
And do a show. I got a chair right here for you, right next to me, right here. Got a mic right over there, right next to Stephen and Lisa.
Song says.
Song says, yes, go ahead. read those lyrics, why don't you?
I was in a sheer dress the day that we met. We were both in a rush. We talked for a sec. You friended me up so we could connect. And what are the odds? You sent me a text. And now the next thing I know, I'm like, manifest. That you're oversized. I digress. Got me scrolling out of breath. Got me going like, ooh. Okay, I don't, what?
Keep going.
Who's the cute boy with the white jacket and the thick accent? Like, ooh, maybe it's all in my head, but I bet we'd have a really good bed chemistry. Kim.
Mm-hmm.
So she don't say chemistry. She just says Kim.
Kim, right. Hear the part right here. Go ahead.
How you pick me up, pull them down, turn me round. Oh, it just makes sense. How you talk so sweet when you're doing bad things. That's bed, Kim. How you looking at me? Yeah, I know that's what that means, and I'm obsessed. And you're free. Are you free next week? I bet we have really good. Come ride on me. I mean, camaraderie.
What you say? What? Huh? Oh.
Said you're not in my time zone, but you want to be. Where art thou? Why not uponeth me? See it in my mind. Let's fulfill the prophecy. Okay, I see Sabrina. She got a little. Wait, who did she write this though? Oh, song by Sabrina Carpenter. Amy Allen, Ian Compactor, John Ryan, Julian Michaels, and Sabrina Carpenter. They all wrote this. Okay. I haven't heard this before, so I don't know.
Oh no,
what the
but
vibe is.
guess who has heard it before?
Who?
Every 8 to 12-year-old girl has heard this song.
This?
And come ride on me. I mean, come on, camaraderie. You know, all of this. They are the ones singing it word for word and just going in on it. Oh, you want another one? Go to Taste. Taste. Taste from Sabrina Carpenter. Go.
I'm guessing it ain't old taste and see.
Oh, it ain't old taste. It ain't old taste and see. But you're gonna taste and see something.
Okay. Taste. Lyrics. Okay. Taste by Sabrina Carpenter. What's she talking about? Oh, I leave quite an impression. 5 feet to be exact. You're wondering why half his clothes went missing? My body is where they at. So she got on his clothes before she took them. Okay. Now I'm gone, but you're still laying next to me. 1 degree of separation. I heard you're back together. And if that's true, you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you. Wow. If you want forever, I bet you do. Just know you'll taste me too. He pins you down on the carpet, makes paintings with his tongue. He's funny. Now all his jokes hit different. Guess who he learned that from? Now I'm gone, but you're still laying next to me. 1 degree of separation. I heard you're back together, and if that's true, you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you. If you want forever, I bet you do. I bet you do. Just know you'll taste me too. Okay, girl.
So what I'm saying is every child from grade school up, junior high up, knows these lyrics, and she won Best New Pop Artist.
I'm trying to picture her because I did watch a good portion of it. I don't know.
So this is what you want to win, but there's the problem when Doechii gets on stage and she does what she does, just kills it, and then 2 seconds later, all her clothes are off, and she's shaking around, doing everything she's doing, and I said to myself, there won't be another artist to do this tonight, and then lo and behold, what did I think?
What you thought?
That it was going to be over. But somebody else came up there by the name of Charlie XCX. Came on there. And,
I didn't watch that part. Yeah,
Charlie XCX got on stage and did an underwear show, which it was raining panties on the stage. And she said that she wanted to do the most inappropriate song that she can perform. And that was it.
And she wanted to do that at the Grammys on that night.
But what they also put on there, all of the panties that were raining on the stage, they said all the unused underwear will be donated to fire victims in Los Angeles.
Who wants some Grammy panties? My house done burned down and you sending me panties you done threw all over the stage.
Yeah, welcome here. Have some draws. Here you go.
I mean, I guess it's a good thought because that's some of the one thing that you like need for sure if you lose everything. But like you done threw them all over the stage at the Grammys.
And so they wanted to make sure that people knew that America knew that all of the clothes, all of the underwear that was not worn would be donated. And there was a lot of them. There were a lot of them.
Well, thank God, because I lost everything, and I was wondering, I ain't got no damn drawers.
Right. Oh Lord, what am I going to do?
I need some drawers.
How am I going to make it? I got these same ones on since last week. Now at least I can do is just go ahead and just wash the one I got. Mm-hmm. Give me some Grammy panties.
Grammy panties.
That is hilarious. Grammy panties.
Might bring you some luck. So Kanye showed up at the Grammys.
Oh God.
Him and his new woman.
And can I say for the record, she showed out.
She showed out.
She showed everything.
She showed everything.
She had on a clear like covering, but it looked and appeared as if she was naked. And they also did not get into the Grammys that they showed up to because why? They were not invited.
Well, wait a minute now. Hold on a second. Hold on. Before we start with they were not invited. Mm-hmm. They were invited.
Were they?
Because Kanye had a nomination for Best Rap Album.
Yeah.
So he.
What album?
I don't. Look,
right.
Hold on.
I just say what I say.
I don't remember seeing him in that category with Kendrick.
Well, it could have been another.
Whether he wrote something or collab with somebody or something.
Could have been
something else. Okay.
But he had a nomination for it. But Kanye had no intention on being at the Grammys anyway. He left. He was just out there on the red carpet.
So he just left and they made it seem like, oh, we made him.
Yeah, no, he was never going.
Okay.
He
just showed up to prove his point.
Right. He just showed up, got on the red carpet.
Kanye
and just leave. And then what do you have to be as a wife to say, oh, you want me to stand here in front of take all my clothes off in front of all America's paparazzi and just wave? I can do that. Okay, dear, whatever you like. Whatever you like.
Right.
And she doesn't.
He responded, and I don't have it up, and I don't remember where I took it. So I apologize in advance.
Oh, no,
but
somebody
asked him, like, what would your mama feel? How would your mama feel about what you're doing, what you're portraying, what you're out here saying? He ultimately made a statement, and he ended that statement. And furthermore, you don't know my mama, bitch. And I was like, okay, you came back.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, you ain't all the way gone.
Right, don't let them play in your face with what your mama thinks. Ain't nobody ever met D Donda. Like, come on. So what you're doing, you're expressing yourself, and you're dealing with your hurt, your pain, and all of that stuff, and it's coming through. But don't ever do that. Don't ask me what would ever do. I'd be like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Was he wrong?
Fighting words.
Was he wrong though?
No, he wasn't wrong. He was not wrong at all. You don't know my mama. Don't be worried about what she would think.
This was just too much for me to take on at one time. I wasn't ready for the big fur. You're in California, number one, with this big gigantic fur. Now, Kanye always wears black. Always going to wear some space suit or something like that. Mm-hmm. I get it. Okay. What he wears is just what he wears. But to have on this fur and then slowly take it off, something off the shoulder. Okay. Something strapless. Okay. Something backless, something frontless. Wait a minute.
He's saying something. I keep thinking nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
She had on a sheer, she had on a
It
sheer
was like plastic looking, meshy type.
and what was troublesome to me was she was always pulling on it at the bottom like you do with a mini dress.
Because what we see,
You have a mini dress on and you always try to
cover?
pull it down a little bit.
Yeah.
She was doing that. I'm like, what are you trying to pull?
Mhm.
What are you trying to pull down?
Right.
What's there? I mean, your whole entire hoo-ha is out for display for every camera in the world to pick up and see, and you have no problem with that. So what kind of grip does she have over him? Well, pardon the pun. Wait, pause. Pause. What kind of spell is she under to say okay to any of this? Just to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this and I'm just gonna go out here and I'm just gonna wear nothing and be happy with it. And she's happy with it all the time because this is
nothing new for her.
This is right. This is probably as far as she has taken it.
Yeah.
She's always taken it steps towards this, but she was fully out there with this one here. So how do you get to this point, Kanye, that you have this type of control over somebody and you're willing to debase her in public like this?
It's a contract, and it's probably a very good contract, a very lucrative contract.
Who's ahead on that one? Her? Bianca?
Yeah, I want you to do this. Well, basically, whatever I tell you for this period of time, and you'll be rewarded greatly. And she's like, okay.
Hey, didn't he just post to Trump to free his nigga Diddy or some shit like that?
I don't know if he did that, but he just posted
you didn't
like.
See that?
I did not see that. He just appealed to Trump to free Diddy.
I didn't see
Twitter.
that, but if you saw it, I can believe it. But he also said like "fuck the Jews" and
again.
He said he doubled down. He doubled down.
Wow.
So yeah, he's been on a tangent this week.
So as we, ladies and gentlemen, this is Music Podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening and following along with all of us here. As we get ready to leave, I got one question for everybody here. Super Bowl Sunday is coming up. It's coming up quick in the next few days. So who you got? Who you got? Who's gonna win?
I believe Philly got the juice to pull it out.
You think?
I'm just going to say it. I'm not going, it is. I'm just going off facts right now. That damn Saquon Barkley. Saquon.
Yeah.
That dude is a beast, man.
Yeah.
He
I'm not going to argue.
They need to check him to see if he's a mutant, is what I'm trying to say.
Wow.
If there's any kryptonite that anyone has anywhere, can you just pull out a jar of it and see if he flexes at all, flinches at all with that? Because something has to happen that he would not do what he does at ease on the football field.
Yeah.
And he's just definitely doing that. Lisa, do you have a dog in the fight?
No, not at all. How much I know about it, I'm gonna stick with KC. This is what we've done for the past couple of years now. And I mean, I'm going even against my man. He wanted what team is it? Philadelphia. Yeah, he wants them to win. So, but I don't know. Like, I'm good with KC. I like red.
You like
really?
Red?
That's what we're going. That's
just red.
That's your basis.
Huh?
Okay.
That's just red, huh? That's it.
I mean, seriously.
I think before I make my pick, and I've been wrestling with this for the entire week since the AFC and NFC championship game. I don't like to publicly make picks. I don't publicly make picks. Because as soon as I make that pick, that team always loses.
But can we get some NFL pick music though? Do you have anything that we can?
For the NFL?
Yeah.
I can find something here real quick. While we're doing that, talk amongst yourself. Let me go ahead and find something here real quick.
You like red.
So what's that? I know you sent me stuff and I sent you stuff as well, but my new favorite thing online to watch, Shay and Bria and Andi.
This has been for almost a year now.
It's
It ain't
not.
new.
It's not been a year. It was right before the holidays.
No.
Ariana Grande shirt. Okay, so might have been beginning of fall. They ain't been that long.
Probably,
but they have gone on to do, like, so many people have embraced them.
Yeah.
And
but still, Ariana Grande, that was
so huge. That's what I was leading into. Like, that was her dream come true. And the thing, I'm mad that it took Ariana little ass this long to.
That girl ain't got. Come on now. Wicked is enough.
Okay, so you should have invited them to the premiere, had them on the front row, and hug that girl. But
she
anyway,
probably got family that couldn't even go to the damn premiere. You talking about?
I'm loving them though. They really make my day. I look forward to their video and their content.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hilarious.
Right.
And, now we're back. So, as I was saying, I did not like to make any picks because they were always losers. I'm making comedy, they were always losers. And I have always called it the kiss of death. Because I'm giving that team permission to lose. And that's what happens. Why do you think the Bears have lost so many games in this game? I want the Bears to win.
Rest in peace to
Virginia McCaskey. Yes, rest in peace. Thank God you don't have to watch it anymore.
She went out on the win. Her last game.
Yes.
Her last game, which school was that?
Green Bay.
And the Bears won.
So
that was her birthday.
Oh,
wow.
Wow. Well, happy birthday. I'm so glad you made 102. So glad. Yeah, 103 because this is going to take a while. It's going to be a bad for a while. But anyway, knowing that now, Kansas City going for the three-peat, never been done before. Tom Brady has never done it. Patrick Mahomes has a chance to go down in history as the only player to quarterback a team to win 3 straight championships.
You just don't want to admit it.
I don't want to admit it, but
you know it.
But knowing that this year Philadelphia has the #1 defense that can take them down. Their offensive line averages 6'5", 330 pounds. They are monsters on that front line. They will definitely handle anything that Kansas City throws their way. However, I have yet to bet against Patrick Mahomes because you cannot beat Patrick Mahomes in the fourth quarter if he has.
It actually has absolutely nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes.
If he has the ball last, he will find a way to win, and the referees can't do anything about it. So, as much as I don't want to pick,
Courtney said the Eagles are sick.
Wait, the Eagles are sick. Hold on a second, because I was about to pick the Eagles.
Listen,
I'm gonna have to do some more research.
Do not go against the blessing, the Taylor Swift blessing. And that's what it is. And that's been their luck.
I didn't even bring up the whole Taylor Swift factor.
Oh, we got Big Gene on the Instagram live right now.
Oh my God, Jane, where you been?
Gene.
Come on, Gene. You know.
Hey, Gene.
Gene, whenever you come back from Vegas, come back to Chicago, bro.
We can't keep up with him. We don't know if he's in LA, Vegas, Dubai. You never know.
He might be in Botswana. Where were you, Lisa? What's the city you've been trying to go to over there? Thailand. He might be over there. You never know with Gene. Oh God, good to have you on, Gene.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying all of this here, knowing that with Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, there is no way that I can go against the Philadelphia Eagles. And so I am picking the Philadelphia Eagles. Lock it in right now. I'm giving them the kiss of death.
It's the unmuted kiss of death.
The unmuted kiss of death. I'm giving it to them right there. The Philadelphia Eagles will win the Super Bowl. They won't win it by much, but they will win.
Take one.
It only takes 1 point to win. So, but
But if the defense does what they're supposed to do for Philly, hey, I mean, there's no reason.
no. And if Kendrick Lamar does what he's supposed to do,
Hey,
he will play. They ain't like us.
he better do it.
He better play it and not perform it. Let the crowd do the singing. We want him to stay out of trouble. That's the best that I got. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's Unmuted the podcast for another week. We won't be back until August.
Don't say that.
We won't be back until August, but until we come back, by all
We
means,
might give you some March Madness picks or something.
we got to figure something out, damn it, because I miss you guys.
I miss you guys too. It feels great to be back.
Yeah, it does.
Behind the microphone with my brothers, and it's been good. So I don't want to wait another 2 years. Let's get it. Get it done.
Can we at least try to come back and do
We
this
got
again?
this. We got it.
We got it.
Okay, you guys. So for me, I'm Delvin, and for her, she's Lisa, and for him, that's Mr. Sir Steven himself. This is Unmuted the podcast. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Social media, thank you for taking it over. And by all means, check us out on YouTube, on our page on YouTube, on the Genius Media Group. Catch up on some episodes and watch some stuff. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys next time, okay?
Peace out.
Peace.
See you later, guys.
Unmuted, the podcast, is brought to you exclusively by the Genius Media Group. Never miss another episode again by subscribing to the Genius Media Group on YouTube and Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and unmuted_the_podcast.